What it do, man? Listen, today we talking about Herbert Keyshawn Jones, what we can expect from him this upcoming season, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Pull up a chair. Let's get into it.
Well, infinity, huh? Ain't no ending with this here. When the party over, we should be about 60 years old, right? About 100 million drunk, and chilling with our children.
Hey, but tell him, man, this.
Yo, as always, if you have not given thanks to Brian Williams, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. Straight up. This podcast is sponsored by Birdsall Law Firm, the official podcast of Buku Media, located at 918 Porter Street by the Superdome. Them boys are called, man. 504-523-5413. If you're somebody you know been injured in an accident, be sure to tell them Lito sent you. All right. So we here for Keyshawn, man. We here for Herbert Keyshawn Jones. We had a podcast the other day, last week, Sunday, I think, and the topic was, do you start Herb or do you start Trey? The answer is yes. That's the answer. Whatever side of it you're on, if you want to start Trey, like me personally, I think you should start Trey. But if you're in the camp of starting Herb, this podcast is for you. And not so much in a starting Herb type sense, but just stick with me. We gonna get through the fundamentals, right? All right. So let's get this out the way. First off, I'm not even gonna talk about defense. No need to talk about defense. We know what Herb do. I lied. I am gonna talk about defense. See this guy right here? See that right there? The 99th percentile of defense. That's a bad man. That means, in my opinion, like this is no hyperbole, Herb Jones is the best perimeter defender in the NBA. And like I don't even think it's close. Right. The only thing I'll say about defense this year with Herb, I think he was sixth rated defensive player last year per the chart. I don't even think he was rated in the all NBA section of the joint. There's no reason he shouldn't make the all defensive team this year. That's strictly based on if 1 and 14 play more than 50 games. If Zion and BI not going to play the games, then Herb is going to keep getting overlooked. All right, now that we got that out of the way. Cool. Check this out. Herb Jones last year averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Right. All right. So stick with me. Herb Jones this year, for me, I got a glimmer of hope that he could up that. And this is my prediction. I'm giving him 10 and a half. I'm giving, you know what? Let's go all over. Fuck it, man. It's my show. I'm gonna say he gonna average 11, 5, and 4.5 assists. That rebounding stat though is really important. He's at 4.1. If he could get to 5, I feel like that's gonna make a difference. Rebounding is a team effort, and you see the Pels cannot rebound. Regardless if you take Larry out, you take JV out, you put Larry in, it don't matter. Like JV can have a 20 rebound game. The rest of the team just does not rebound well. So I need Herb to corral it. I need Zion to average double-digit rebounding this year. Anyway, all right. So here's the wrinkle, right? Herb is a hard worker. I see him in practice. He always getting shots up. He working on his game. The wrinkle is Borrego. How will Borrego use Herb? What are the keys to making Herb a guy who can stay on the floor despite high defensive playing? Right. So we saw last year it was about 40 games where the Pelicans pretty much just told Herb stay in the corner, shoot the threes. He wasn't making them. He lost confidence in him. Y'all lost confidence in him. But what if I told you there's a world where Herb can be the Walmart version of Draymond Green? And I'm not saying that from a talent standpoint. I'm just saying the usage. Because you look at this team and you got high usage guys in Brandon, CJ, Zion. And Herb is just not a guy who's going to come in and be have that, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna have that kind of usage. But the thing with Herb is a natural distributor of the rock. Herb distributes the rock like a dope boy in the 80s. My bad. Wrong wrong pod. But Herb played point guard in high school. He played point guard in college. So for him to take on that role as the de facto distributor would not only help his confidence, would not only help get him involved in actions, but it'll take a load off CJ, BI, and Zion. So now you let Herb set the offense, right? You let him set the table for it. And then everybody else can get in position. BI needs to, if BI is working the midi, the short corner, uh, midi post, bam, get to your spots. Wherever Zion, it doesn't matter where Zion gets the ball. Like he's an enigma. Like he's a mismatch like you've never seen. CJ is an ISO player, but I believe like with the right foundation, like we can corral all of that shit in and make it work seamlessly. So it's really based on Willie and Borrego putting Herb in positions to be successful. Like Draymond Green. You look at Draymond Green, Draymond literally does not want to shoot the ball at all. Doesn't want to shoot the ball. He doesn't want to attack. He's literally there to set the table. Herb is a better finisher than Draymond. I believe Herb's a better shooter than Draymond. So the only place that Herbert Keyshawn Jones is going to go from an offensive standpoint is up. That's literally where he's going to go. I want to focus on in this podcast. Let's talk about the last 2 months of Herb Jones' season. But before we do that, let me say one thing. Five go love that. Earlier I spoke about the confidence he got in the slump. So last year he shot 33% from three. I think Herb can be a 35 to 36% shooter from three. I do. Go ahead. Send me hate in the comments. It's fine. I understand. I love you too. The year before, he shot 34% from three. So he was literally right there. And I know the shooting drop off was a mental thing because his rookie year, he put up, I think he was 84% from the free throw line. And last year, he was 76% from the free throw line. It's a confidence thing, man. But anyways, right, I'm basing this whole thing off the last 2 months of the season because that's kind of like the Pelicans started using him differently. He got into a different type of groove. It was a sight to see, right? All right, so let's start in March. In March, Herb Jones shot 41% from three. He had a 51% field goal percentage. And I think he was almost 5 rebounds a game. It was 4.6. It was close. If we round it up, he right there, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's 5 rebounds a game. He shot 70% from the free throw line. He didn't shoot a ton of free throws though. He only shot like one a game. But he had some incredible games in March. Honestly, games where he didn't even I think he had a game against the Lakers where he had 7 rebounds, he had 20 points, and I think he had like 4 assists. He had a game against, Portland. He had 16 points. He had 7 assists. His rebounds was low. He only had 4 rebounds. But that 7 assists, bro, is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally right there. He had a game against Golden State, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. I'm telling you, this is doable, bro. It's so doable. He also had that game against Golden State. He was 3 for 5 from 3, shot 60%. So that 41% in March, man, you can't let's not ignore that. And listen, this is a short sample size. April was a short sample size, but I'm gonna bring it up just because it's gonna help my argument. And this is my show. So In April, hear me out. Herb Jones shot 61% from three. 61% from three. It was only 5 games, but let's not discredit that, right? Let's not discredit that. Herb averaged 15 points in the month of April. 15. Oh, March he averaged 9.3 points. April he averaged 15 points. He had some incredible games. Like he had a game where he was like, well, let's talk about the Crown Jewel game, right? He had a game against the Memphis Grizzlies. We won the game. He played 44 minutes. He scored 35 points. He had 7 rebounds. As I check my notes, I think I just needed him to have 5. Yep. So he's over the average, right? All right. He shot 8 threes. He made 5 of them. He shot 21 shots. He made 11 of them. Whew. I'm just saying, dog, is right there. He also had a game against the Knicks where he scored 14. Excuse me, he scored 15. He had 4 rebounds and he had 4 assists. And let's least we not forget playoff Herb in a playing game where Lou Dort dominated us. That's crazy. I can't believe that shit happened. In a playoff game where Lou Dort dominated the Pels, Herb Jones scored 20. He had 5 assists and he had 5 rebounds. Bro, Herb Jones can average 11, 5, and 5. He can do it. It is possible, right? He didn't have a good game as far as shooting the 3 in the playing tournament, but that don't matter. I just gave y'all a sample size, dog. I broke everything down like a fraction, right? Herb Jones next season, 11, 5, and 5. Herb Jones, all defensive team. Fuck it. Herb Jones, defensive player of the year. Do you start him? I don't know. Is he the 6th man? It don't matter. Just play him and play him effectively, play to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Herb Jones. Y'all see that lock up there? That's Herb. Click, clack. We out.